Hey, I'm Maria, and I started dating my boyfriend Rubio in the 10th grade. I thought we were the perfect couple. I mean, we were both honor students, and we even played Romeo and Juliet in our school play. I know it sounds crazy, but although we were young, I was already imagining us getting married someday and having a bunch of kids. But after about a year of dating, Rubio's behavior changed. Suddenly, he always put his phone on airplane mode when we met. It was as if he was scared of someone sending him an SMS or calling him while I was there. When I asked him why he was suddenly using airplane mode, he told me he didn't want to be distracted while he was with me. I mean, that was sweet and all, but he never used to do it before, and I wasn't sure I believed him. Then he started to come up with excuses about why he didn't have time to see me on the weekends. He usually said he had to study, but then I'd see him constantly on Instagram. It just didn't add up. And I started to worry he was seeing another girl behind my back. Of course, I hoped he was being faithful and honest, but I couldn't stop worrying. So I decided to take things into my own hands and find out the truth. I asked my friend Stacy to add Rubio on Snapchat. He immediately responded to her request, and they started talking. Stacy was very flirtatious, and after just 2 days of chatting, she asked my boyfriend Rubio on a date. And he said yes. Wow, I was freaking mad, but afterwards, Stacy and I made a plan for me to show up at their date with a camera. I wanted to share the photos on Instagram so the whole world would see that he was a lying cheater. But when I arrived at their date and confronted Rubio, he acted all cool and said he knew all along that I'd set him up, so he'd only gone to teach me a lesson. He sounded so confident that, for a moment, I believed him. But then I asked him to show me his phone so I could check if he was chatting with any other girls. Rubio refused and told me I was a bad girlfriend for not trusting him. We had a huge fight right in the middle of the restaurant. But it didn't matter what I said. Rubio always had a smart answer for me. He refused to admit he'd been cheating, but I knew I couldn't trust him anymore. That's why I told him it was over between us. I hoped he'd be devastated at the thought of losing me and beg me to stay. But he just stared at me for a few seconds before shaking his head saying, "Whatever, I don't care." So, do I recommend you set up your boyfriend like this? No. Now I look back, I can see it was immature of me to play games. But if there are any signs your boyfriend is cheating on you, you might want to do some detective work and handle it in private. But hey, Rubio and I were both very young, and I guess it's normal that we were both a bit immature. However, next time I date someone, I will make sure it's someone I can trust. If I ever get suspicious, I'll talk to him about it. And if I don't get the answers I need, I'll end it. Thank you for listening to my story. I hope you were able to learn something, and please subscribe to this channel.